Just got back from the little convenience store gas station to pick up a Rockstar, or two of them, because they're two for $2.50. So today, because I get distracted very easily, and I'm having problems with the bike's brakes and everything, so I'm probably only going to be able to give away one bike, and then just get this one like ready to go. So all they have to do is buy like tires, tubes, tires, and pedals. But for the most part, I'll have that bike. That bike will be good and ready to go. The brakes are just completely frozen on it. The brake cables and everything. So I'm letting some brake cables soak in some WD-40, and then I'll put some cable lube in there. So hopefully it won't do that again. But I think for today, what I'm gonna do, because it's a nice day and tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day, I'm gonna gut my garage, take everything out, washer, dryer, air compressor, and I made this bench with this angle wood right there so that it wasn't touching the ground, just so when I could paint it, I didn't have to worry about removing this or painting a little rectangular spot on the concrete if I ever remove this. So this way it's all gonna be painted. These cabinets are floating, so I can get under there, paint, get under there, under all those cabinets and paint. And so I'll just mask off this door, just mask that off. Maybe I'll pull that quarter round that's on there off. Maybe not. Maybe when I go to paint it, I'll just buy some new quarter round. I don't know, I'll probably pull it off. It'll just be easier, save time. So, and then everything is pretty much on wheels. My press is on wheels. The engine's on wheels. The air compressor's not on wheels, so I'll just use a dolly for that. This little toolbox cabinet contraption's on wheels. And that's pretty much it. So I'll have to take the hose out, the dryer vent hose. Just take all this stuff out, and then use some cleaner. I bought some acid etch, so I can come in here and I'll dilute it with water so it etches the concrete pretty good. This way when I go to put the paint on, it sticks. That's what I did in my other house in Colorado. Yes, and it stuck and it bonded and it held pretty good. So that's the plan for today. And I don't remember what time the wife set up the appointment for taxes, so hopefully it's in the morning. If not, whatever, then this way I'll have this all painted by the end of today, and then while it's drying, while it's drying, I'll try to fix that bike. If I can get tools. I have a tool bag in the Dodge, so when my kid gets home I'll have tools. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Just gut the garage, mask, do some masking, do some stuff, and yeah, and I think that'll be it for the day. And then tomorrow, like I said, taxes tomorrow, and then depending on what time, my kid will be here tomorrow. He won't go with me to do taxes because it's boring. Just found this helmet up on the bike up there. Told my wife that I built a ramp in the backyard and I'm gonna try a backflip, and she basically called me stupid. Anyways, I didn't build a ramp, and I'm not doing a backflip because not yet. Anyways, maybe one of these days when Shh, don't tell the wife I'm doing this. Or that. everything out. Wash machine, dryer, everything's out. Air compressor, bikes. And the floor is done. I'm done. It was a pain in the butt. It wasn't really that bad, but I used the wrong roller. I used this, which is real porous. It basically leaves a big texture, a real heavy texture on it. And so I started painting back in that corner. So I painted that corner and realized that it was taking too much. So just so much. It was like, this makes I think probably about 1.5 gallons, 1.25 gallons, and it took 1/2 gallon just to do that corner with that roller. So and my other rollers, extra rollers and everything, are in that cabinet back there. So I had to walk on it, on the paint, on the epoxy, to get this other roller, that roller. So basically, yeah, it's all done. It's all done. It was a pain in the butt because my handle broke. My pole handle. So it's this end. I had it in there, and that broke. So I had to do it by hand and feet. By my knee. I was on my knees, rolling it. And I didn't have video because I was going to put my GoPro up there, but then I wouldn't be able to get it, and it would just be on recording the whole time. And I thought about putting it out here, but I already had I had socks on, and they already had the epoxy all over my socks. They're in that paint bucket. But yeah, so I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna leave all this stuff out all night tonight, and probably till tomorrow evening, and then I'll start bringing stuff in. Yeah, and then while I'm doing my taxes, I'll have my kid stay home and watch, make sure no one steals bikes or anything, whatever. I don't think they will, but I don't know. So it came out alright. It came with 2 bags of the sprinkle stuff, and so once it's dry, you go over it, because I'm sure a bunch of it's loose because I just was chucking it everywhere. So like, you got some of those spots back there that are kind of heavy. So, and then once it's dry, all dry, so tomorrow evening, I'll go in there with a push broom and sweep up all the little pieces, all these little pieces, and hopefully it'll be dry enough and I can start bringing stuff in. They say wait, I think 48 hours before you park a car, but I don't park my car in the garage. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I did go through where I had a couple, like I had grease, like motor oil leak from all my motor oil containers. I had a couple that that acid etch stuff wouldn't get it and wouldn't eat it. So what I did is I took a torch and I just torched the concrete to burn the oil out, which actually worked pretty good because it dried it all out. You just don't want to sit there. There was one spot, I think up there, there's a piece of Gorilla Glue, and I couldn't get it off with a scraper, and so I just tried to melt it off with the torch, and it took probably like a 1/16 inch of the layer of the concrete. It just popped. It just popped off. So, but anyways, I wanted to paint that right there, but I didn't. This is how much I have left over. I probably could have painted it, but I'm done. I was on my knees and My knees were killing me. My feet were painted. My hands were all painted. When I walked over there and got the roller, I actually slid because, you know, all garages have a slope to it. I slid probably halfway, just sat there, got on the epoxy, and shut the cabinet. When I shut the cabinet, I pushed myself. So I pushed myself with the cabinet, and I slid all the way to the middle of the garage. Just ice skating, just that I would have liked to got on camera, but I was already too deep into it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully it dries up quick. Then after I get home from taxes, I'll come in, sweep it up. It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. And then I can start bringing stuff in and maybe reorganize some things. I don't know. So I'll probably wait till Sunday. Today is Friday. I'll probably wait till Sunday to bring the engine in, just because it's so heavy. So maybe the engine, the air compressor, and the press. The press isn't that heavy. Maybe I'll bring the press in, but definitely the engine and the air compressor, I'm going to leave them outside until Sunday night probably, just because they're heavy, and you know, I don't want them to, you know, whatever, I don't know, just be safe. So anyways, that's it. That's my garage for right now. Alright, thanks for watching. Floor came out pretty good. I'm happy with the floor, other than the fact that every time I sweep it, it's just so windy outside, man. So if you can see the trees and everything. So it's like a cyclone. Like the wind's going that way, but for some reason it's whipping around and coming in. So I had, because there's a lot of this stuff that's didn't stick, the little flakes. Anyway, so I've swept it all out right there, and then every time I push it, it blow back in, and they keep blowing in. So I give up for today for sweeping. Yeah, and then I have these Subaru seats that I got laying on their back because I don't want them to scratch the floor because they don't have anything. And then I laid down some plywood, you know, for all the oil, so it'll soak up the oil or whatever. I also have the air compressor on little pieces of 5/8 inch thick pieces of pine, so that it won't scratch it while it's running. So, one of the 5 billion projects I have will be a garage door. I'm gonna do a roll-up garage door instead of this old garage door. They're just, I haven't gotten rid of it because there's nothing wrong with it, other than it's just ugly and outdated. So, and then that way I can get a garage door opener. It had a garage door opener, but it was, the door so heavy that when we got here, the garage door opener worked like 3 times and then just stopped working. So I ended up just throwing it away. But anyway, so that's the floor. That's it. That's finished. I'm done. I'm over it. I just got to go through all that whole table over there, throw stuff away, clean stuff up, and then the garage will be done. Other than the garage door, but that might be a couple months out because of lack of a job. So, alright, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you guys do, and that's it. So I'm gonna go take a shower. Thank you for watching.